Philadelphia, PA. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the Philadelphia Eagles. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. To throw at the outset, here's Hurts.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at the 20. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Buying time to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Hurts throw complete there to Smith.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Throwing is Hurts.
And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Rodgers going to throw. And able to find Allen Lazard.
Finding space at the 40.
He's at the 30. Past the 20. 10. 5.
And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From up here in the booth, looked like he started to make his cut into the middle of the field right as that ball was being released. That's how you draw it up.
Exactly how you draw it up, but you don't often get that result because that means absolute confidence from both the receiver and the quarterback to know both will be in the spot they're supposed to be.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On 2nd and 10. Hurts. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Hurts. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 1st down, Rodgers. He's going to wind up and air it out. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
And partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be. Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he hit. And this is caught. A big play there for Philly. 49 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate.
And he's going to go down. This will count as a sack, a very short sack, taken down at the 2. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. It'll be Hurts on the option. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Adrian Amos with a pick. Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 40. The 20.
Come on and get it.
And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board,
You're getting reported for cheating and just letting you know that,
coast to coast,
so you don't go blaming someone else.
What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
First play of the game, and the end zone open, and the ball goes back to you.
Because of that distance, but he made it.
They're going to run for it with Jones. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the run. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches.
And then you're risking your console. Yes, you do this stupid shit. This is, you know I'm streaming right now. Your gamer's tag is showing. Everything you're doing is streaming. You're an idiot. You're risking your console because I'm not going to call EA. I'm going to call SEOA. And I'm going to get your console banned. So keep doing your stupid shit. Play right into my hands. I'm glad you think I'm stupid. Keep talking. Keep talking. Keep talking. So do I, idiot. So do I. How do you explain the first play of the game? The ball goes out of my hands all the way. Yeah, I know. Of course. Yeah, of course not. Of course not. Of course not. Yeah? No. I don't need to prove anything to you, Mama's boy. I'm glad you think so. My hours online can prove you different.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
But everybody hears you and everybody sees your gamer's tag because you're on YouTube. So say hello. Say hello to everybody. Say hello. Say hello. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Play action. Here's Hurts. He's going
Just don't worry about what I'm doing.
They've got his man complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside.
You have these miraculous plays, you know, end zone. I'm running in, and you get the ball. Touchdown, wide open. Ball somehow gets fumbled by invisible ghost.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Of course you do. Of course you. You know what's funny is every single one of you cheaters that say this stuff.
That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Yeah. How do you have Butterfingers if no one's hitting you?
If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks. And
I mean, there's nothing I can do about it. I can't ban you. It's up to them.
The defense was quicker.
This thing got crossplay. What other machine you going to be on?
Looking to throw
why are you stuttering?
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
See, wide open catches, they're not making them. Explain that to me. Explain that to me. Yeah. You just love trolling people, don't you? You love telling somebody online. How about I give you JC Trek as IP? How about I give you your home address? How about that? Show you what I can do. Your IP address, your internet provider. That way I can track your ISP, your internet service provider, get the address of the account holder, and then tell you who you are. So just give us a second while we track your IP. You want to talk shit online, there's consequences.
From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt.
Worried about it, dude. I'm not cheating. Obviously, the score proves I'm not cheating. 2 legitimate interceptions. I don't give a fuck about the game, dude. No, and you're the one that lives at home saying you just got off of work lying about that shit. You know, I could tell by the way you sound. None of your business. None of your goddamn business. Track me and find out. Track me and find out.
The 25, actually the 26 officially. So
know this, I could have you arrested in a heartbeat.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial
Go ahead.
here to put
Try
something
it.
together on
Watch
this
what you
drive.
learn.
Because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford
3 guys around you. Triple coverage. You want to know why you didn't catch it.
Confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure
One-on-one
you're
coverage, and you're saying
so.
that's why?
Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's
You know,
open before the ball
how many
leaves
sacks do I have on you?
And he still has
How many negative yards? You lucked out. You know, you lucked out on your scores. I'll give you that.
Jones.
Yeah, that's why you've owned the previous 3 games. Keep trying.
It's a gain of
So you got the last 3 Madden trophies, and you're saying, I've already looked at your account, dude. You think I'm just sitting here talking?
Excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only
The
at
last
halftime.
3 Madden
The best
years,
teams adjust
Madden
series to
21,
series.
Madden 20,
And on that series, they
Madden
adjusted so
22.
well that
You
they got
have
the
them in
job
your
done
trophies.
fine style.
So for you to say this is the first Madden you played, yes you do. Oh yes you do.
Rodgers gonna go on 4th down.
Okay. I'm glad you think that. See a flag I want. What do they call a flag on me for? This is so stupid, this game, man. Idiots like you thrive in this game. Talking shit on like trolls. Shit talking trolls. But I'm gonna fix you. I'm gonna fix you. I'm gonna fix you.
And this will be incomplete.
I'm gonna fix you. Trust me, boy. I'm gonna fix you.
Well, so much for getting separation.
Just like you assholes on TikTok that like to do your hit and run comments.
Forcing the incompletion
I'm gonna fix all of you.
Rodgers will try again.
Judgment Day coming, boy.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation.
I
That's what's going
reckon
to make
so.
the play successful.
I reckon so. I just got home from work. I have me and Bear. You hillbilly.
Not intercepted.
So back-to-back
Alcoholic.
incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now
I call
Rodgers.
your mama's boy, but I don't know your mama.
And Rodgers
Put
intercepted
another
the
in the
3rd
question. You're
time.
good.
And they'll take over inside the 45
Are you good?
at the
Yeah, you good,
44-yard
boy?
line.
So the first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely, and from this spot on the field,
Give a shit
now
what you're gonna
you've
do,
given
to
the
be
other
honest.
side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28.
How'd I get 3 points?
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open, just a little underneath.
See, this
route,
game
just
is
trying to
fucked up.
free
How
up
the
some
fuck I get
space.
3 points? I didn't kick no
Worked
field
awfully
goal.
well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after
No,
the
I
catch
didn't.
to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire
Go
defense
back to wearing Maybelline.
is setting the tone in this game.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On it's the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. The kick by Elliott is good.
Boom!
And that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Okay, 7-2,
And we welcome you back live
1-2-5,
now inside the booth alongside Charles
3-6-4,
Davis. I'm Brandon. Go ahead and
1-6.
set and ready to rock
Okay.
for the 3rd quarter. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter.
Wow. They may get that on the 1-yard line. See where he spots you.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this 3rd quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the 2nd half. But you and I both know
Probably asking his
the
older
great
brother,
leaders,
what should I
they
say
know how
to
to
this
give that
ball?
little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10.
Open man left side. It's the tight end DeGuara.
I'm doing this.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I haven't bought it last year.
Nice example there.
Last one I bought was 21.
Doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he
Rosters
secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw. But I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third.
Look at that diving.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary
I threw it in front of him.
Really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Hurts sets up to throw it. It's caught. Smith. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he's got his man on the out route. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds.
Oh, are you quitting? Are you running? Are you running? Oh, everybody on YouTube's gonna see you run. Run, boy! You know how many people are gonna block you so they don't have to even deal with you? You could sit there. See, what you're doing right now proves my point. You've learned the same bullshit playing other people. You're probably an Xbox user, because Xbox idiots do this shit. Pause the game and sit there trying to aggravate the other player. You want to see me call Sony with you on the phone? And see me report you? You want to see me do that? And how I escalate it right to a console ban? Okay. Okay, let's sit there. Just sit right there, buddy. You're going to get a CID ban. That means that machine there won't play online ever again. You'll be able to sell it at a yard sale for $1.50. Nope. None of your business.
Right at the 3.
Galaxy calls Sony of America. You know what's funny? You trolls claim that shit. On TikTok you say you don't believe in God, and all you motherfuckers are beating your girlfriends and fucking stealing. Get the fuck out of here preaching to me, you country boy. You must be an Indiana idiot. You must be an Indiana idiot.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other
trying
saying,
not to throw an
we can't come
interception
away
like
with
you.
just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range. but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they
Your mama sounds like my whore.
For the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6. Is it astronomical or no?
You think you're dealing with a little 8th grader.
The field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting.
Well, I would mention your father, but he's a prison bitch. When you visit your dad, do you put your ass cheeks up to the glass or just your fist? Let us know. My whole room wants to know.
Able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Now, what were you bragging about? How good you are at the game, and I suck, and I'm only 1 point down? Huh?
Ready to get
huh, bitch boy, huh? What's your deal?
Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, you know, in order to point another faggot out, you got to be one yourself.
One-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more, but this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
I'm glad you say that.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
What
and he's
the
this one back to the 37-yard line. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
And a flag.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the post-game. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
Stupid ass game.
Throwing on first.
Why did I pick the penalty if you're the one with the flag?
Complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Many different ways to create
another
space,
unexplained
incident. He did it with that big wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Rodgers now on first down. Forced out to his left. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
All right, here we go.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
It's Preston Smith. He gets the sack there. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long.
They're going to look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Had to pass there. 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Again.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone.
Now, in order for it to bounce back the other direction, you got to slow the kick down. I put high speed on it.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter play. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab.
He held my linebacker. My linebacker was coming out on a rush. He held him.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
From the 38, Rodgers flush to his right.
See what I'm saying? Look at this stupid shit.
What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there, getting him to first. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Eagles are right back in this football game. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And they will finally get him, but
that's why I didn't taunt, because that's typically what happens when you taunt.
Well,
the next play is an interception for the opposite team.
What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Tackle made by Kaiser White. We know he can fly to the ball, and he showed it there.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football,
this year it's Miami and it's
all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of winning this game.
Here's Watkins on the jet sweep.
Look at that. Look at this shit. Look at that.
He'll be taken down here at about
unless he's using the tribute and he's lying and saying this is a demo.
Much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but
I did the
nice job defensively against the
blitz on that one corner blitz. And the guy went right through him like he's invisible.
So take that play
see, again.
time on the defensive side of the ball.
And the Packers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game.
No goal line protection.
It's first and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Now Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown.
Hello?
Aaron Jones. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead.
Well, let the natural light of today reflect that he is now getting into the end zone 2 times.
Look at you.
Hi, thanks for holding the line. This is Darren Smith. How are you doing today?
Yeah, hello, Alan. How are you?
Pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time.
Hang
not
up,
only did
bitch.
they not get it, they went backwards.
Run, bitch. No, they keep calling, man. Spectrum don't even provide services
Now
in
after the
this state.
touchdown, here's
And they keep
Crosby to
calling.
kick it away.
And these elderly people fall for the shit. I tell the motherfuckers go back to India.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
Well, they're not. No, they're calling
He'll
for me.
be
I just
stopped
tell them
right
to go
around
back.
where he would have been.
Because they always
He'd
say they're
gone
calling
down
for
to
me
a
in
knee,
the
maybe
state.
a yard shy
And then you
there
ask
at
them,
the
okay, where you
24.
call me from, the state they give you never matches the state
The
on the
Eagles
caller ID.
offense set to begin their next drive.
Now this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, trying to help him shake it off because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
Well, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted.
Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard
I told him to
line.
overthrow.
I
Throw it in front of him. He underthrows it. He didn't even underthrow it to the player. He definitely threw it
Let
low.
me pay homage to the man who
That's
stood
why
in
he
this spot
intercepted it.
before.
I didn't
He
tell him to do
always
that.
talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Dylan now on 1st and 10.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
On second down, another run for Dillon.
And he's going to take it down to about the 35
throwing
here.
at him, he
They
didn't
get 9 yards
like
back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
He finds Randall Cobb with a completion.
And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done.
He can say one, he threw 5 interceptions.
Josh Sweat coming in strong and dropping him behind the line of scrimmage. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there.
And now I'm pressing triangle, my guys don't even know.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete.
It's like that lead
Nice
shit
job
is
of
always
buying
sent
him
off
up
in the 4th
defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Back to throw, Rodgers. Dancing to his left. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 13-yard line. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right?
Galaxy cost Sony of America.
That gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Philly.